Where are you from, originally?
Shh. It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
The 1984 movie Ghostbusters offered a Hollywood vision of hunting down ghosts. Tracy Smith is on the trail with some real ghost hunters.
The end. That's where so many ghost stories begin, isn't it? They thrill us with thoughts of life after death and restless spirits wandering the earth. Even if we know they're only make-believe. Or are they? Is it haunted?
Yeah, it's haunted.
If ever there was a real haunted house,
I get excited coming to places like this.
it would be this one.
I'm ready.
And if anyone should know, it would be this guy, Jeff Belanger, author of The World's Most Haunted Places.
Well, there's a nursery rhyme that's pretty popular around here. It goes, Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, and when she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
Lizzie lives here with her dad and stepmom.
That's right, and their maid Bridget.
This house in Fall River, Massachusetts,
And this is where Andrew Borden was murdered.
is where Lizzie Borden was accused of brutally hacking her parents to death in 1892.
You know, if nothing else, we are standing exactly where a man lost his life. Right here.
A former journalist, Belanger is 100% convinced he's both heard and seen a ghost.
I mean, it's a rush. It's incredible. It's a big question, Is there life after death? When you go looking for ghosts, when you have that experience, it's answered. Something happens after we die.
This is where you had an experience, and it was right here in Lizzie Borden's basement.
4 of us standing right here, and right above us where we just walked, we hear this, coming by, and we were right up those stairs as fast as we could go. There's nothing there.
And Belanger's not alone. A new CBS poll shows that fully 40% of Americans believe in ghosts or spirits. And of those believers, 51% say they've actually seen or been in the presence of a ghost, which means roughly 60 million Americans believe they have had a paranormal encounter.
Thy father's spirit.
Ghosts and ghost stories have long been a part of our culture
I want to tell you my secret now.
and are a Hollywood staple.
I see dead people.
But lately, it's reality TV
Whoa, dude, there is some noise going on out here. Stop!
that's breathing new life into the dead.
What the hell's flying around in here?
Shows like Ghost Hunters,
Is there anybody here?
Ghost Adventures, Paranormal State, and Most Haunted, just to name a few.
Get me out, please.
The world, it seems, is crawling with ghosts, and everyone with a video camera or an iPhone is out looking for them. But here's the catch. Despite all the attention they're getting, there's not one shred of scientific evidence that ghosts really do exist. So over the years, how many haunted places have you visited?
Oh, scores upon scores. It must be in the low hundreds. These were spirit pictures that supposedly materialized.
Former private eye turned paranormal investigator Joe Nickel works for the Center for Inquiry in Buffalo, New York.
Even if I tell them that this is a fake, some people probably wouldn't believe it.
He's been tracking ghosts for 40 years. And how many has he found?
Approximately 0. Just in round figures. The idea of a ghost energy leaving your body at death, being able to walk and talk, have a brain, is scientific nonsense. It's a romantic idea, but it's scientific nonsense. Typical of the mail I get. I've been haunted by a spirit for the past 8 years at least.
Nickel believes the vast majority of ghost sightings can be attributed to a common phenomenon called hypnagogia, a transitional state between wakefulness and sleeping.
Thousands of stories of people waking up and seeing a ghost near their bedside or gliding by, or their dead father standing beside the sofa where they dozed off. You're experiencing a waking dream.
Hello? But the current crowd of ghost hunters spooking up reality TV
You see that?
are wide awake when they see ghosts. You believe in ghosts?
Yes.
And their hair-raising tales have inspired a wave of converts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe that there's a middle. Some people haven't crossed over yet, so yeah.
These folks are hoping to have their own ghost stories to tell after a recent visit to another of the world's most haunted places, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky.
Let's have a look at one of these sanatoria, or tuberculosis hospitals as they're called today.
In the 1920s and 30s, Waverly Hills was one of the largest tuberculosis hospitals in the country. Thousands of patients never made it out alive.
Do you believe this place is haunted?
I know this place is haunted.
Tina Mattingly and her husband bought the abandoned building in 2001 with the original intention of restoring it.
At one point, people didn't want other people or people to know that it was haunted.
Being haunted wasn't a good thing.
Wasn't a good thing,
But
and now
now-
everybody wants to be haunted.
Okay, guys, follow me, please.
Ghosts are big business,
Be careful, use your light.
and Waverly Hills offers regular ghost tours with solid bookings through next year.
We're going to go into the body chute.
One of the highlights, the Body Chute, a 500-foot tunnel used to transport bodies of deceased patients out of the building.
Have people seen ghosts in here?
Sure.
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 Like what?
Oh, full bodies. They get them in photos. They get them on video. And do you see it?
Oh, now I do. There's a guy sitting there.
He's sitting.
Tina has amassed quite a collection of video and photos taken by people touring the 5 floors of the hospital.
And that's a spirit. This is a long shot from inside what we call the chapel. And then if you blow it up,
It almost looks like two figures.
there's two
there.
figures there. You can't deny that there is something there. And there was no live person there.
It's fascinating stuff, all these tales from the dark side.
Not one ghost photo has ever been authenticated by science. Not one.
But for paranormal investigator Joe Nickel, who's seen it all, it's all just make-believe.
The paranormal promises these huge things. If ghosts are real, then we don't really die. But there is no scientific evidence, not a scintilla.
So, next time you hear something go bump in the night, or see a strange glow in your local cemetery, try to get it on film. You may end up convincing some people that spirits do exist. With others, you won't stand a ghost of a chance.
Take a look at me.